The third thing here is to learn about business and practice growth. Chiropractic school teaches you to pass your boards primarily, right? But here's the hard truth. Technical skill alone won't keep the lights on. Most programs offer minimal business training. Chiropractic programs don't really focus on business. And if they give you even a little bit of business training, it's not very effective. I'll just tell you that. Many graduates are unprepared for the realities of practice ownership, right? And this is part of the reason why we highly recommend associate positions, right? When you come out of school, you want to learn everything you can in school about business and practice growth, but you can only learn so much, during school because it's a busy time. You've got a lot of other priorities. And so when you get into an associate position, you can more specifically focus on those things that are necessary to learn, to actually have your own practice. If that is your goal, if your goal is to own your own practice, we highly recommend that you start as an associate and spend time in an associate position for a while before you move into your own practice. But during school, you still want to learn some basic business and practice growth skills, right? Learn patient retention strategies. And a lot of this you can learn from talking with upper cervical chiropractors or any type of chiropractors that you're meeting with, right? Just ask them questions about these types of things, right? So, hey, doc, what are some strategies you found that are helpful to retain patients, right? That should be a question you ask. Just see what they say. They're going to have different ideas and different thoughts. Marketing and community outreach is another essential business skill that you want to learn as much as you can about in school. Again, if you visit lots of chiropractors, ask them, how do they market their practice? How do they reach out to the community, right? Financial management and budgeting, right? Learn about this. This is a weakness within upper cervical chiropractic or chiropractic in general is financial management and budgeting. And so the more that you can understand how to effectively manage money and manage pricing and all these kinds of things, understand pricing, the better. Again, ask the doctors, ask the practices that you're visiting. How do you manage your finances? How do you budget for your practice? How do you manage overhead? How did you decide on your pricing, right? Like, that's a really good question. Why is your adjustment this price, right? Why are you charging this much for your care plans, right? Don't ask it in a accusatory way or something like that, but in a curious way. I'm just wondering, doc, like, I'm trying to figure out, like, how do people charge what they charge? Like, why do you charge what you charge? I'd love to learn more about how you structure that. Another essential skill is just learning as much as you can about leadership and team building, right? If you can get involved in any kind of leadership positions within chiropractic school, do it, right? If you can get involved in leadership opportunities within the school itself, the school leadership, those types of things, leading a club, any of that type of things that you have to, like, build consensus, build a team, encourage others, motivate others. Those are great skills to learn that are going to serve you well in practice. And then lastly, an essential business skill is that leaders are readers. And so always be reading, listening to books. Audible membership is a tremendous, or Spotify Premium as well. They both have tons of audiobooks that you can consistently listen to. If you have a commute to school, make sure you're listening to a book always. Don't waste time just listening to music, something like that. Listen to a book. Learn about business, practice growth. Learn about how you can continue to develop your mindset and habits. And, Upper Cervical Practice Mastery is the book that Tony and I wrote. Fantastic book for students. And there is an audio version. You can get the audio version and you can listen to that one. And then, of course, this podcast. We have over 250 episodes, whatever it is. You can listen to those on your drives, right? Listen to those types of things as you're working out, right? These are great opportunities to invest in your business and practice growth understanding. And then just visit our website. Go to ucmgrow.com for resources to help you. You can find all the podcasts there at ucmgrow.com/podcast. You can go to, you can get webinars there. You can get free tools, tons of blogs, all kinds of resources to help you.